guys, my name's Andy. I'm a maths teacher at Rochdale Sixth Form College. I'm one of the mainstream maths teachers, so there's a decent chance that I'll be teaching you guys in Year 12 if you choose to study with us. So we're all really excited at the prospect that you guys are going to be joining us. It's got the potential to be our biggest year ever, possibly 240 students this year, and we're absolutely thrilled that we get to share A-level maths because it's honestly the most beautiful subject. We wouldn't be teaching it if we didn't agree with that. That we get to share that with you, and 240 students sounds like a lot of students to be teaching. So we're really excited, and I hope that you'll join us for that excitement in September. So I've been asked to give you a little bit of a rundown of the kind of things that we do in A-level maths. So the people you'll meet, the department, the kind of the way the course is set out, and what you'll be expected to do and have. And then also a little bit about where people end up with maths. Obviously, it's a really great subject to have on your UCAS application. I'll get into that and I'll say it a lot. But yeah, so we'll see a couple of case studies of where students have gone and the kind of things that students end up doing. And there's a massive range. You see all sorts of things done by all sorts of people in maths. It's one of the biggest subjects at the college. It's one of the most diverse subjects at the college. And yeah, I've got some more case studies for that. So shall we just get right into it? So for a little bit of a rundown on the kind of thing that you'll study with us, A-level maths is split into 3 subjects, the first of which is pure. Now this is the majority, the meaty stuff that you'll end up doing. It is the basic concepts, the structures that underlie maths. This is where we'll develop the logic, reasoning, problem solving skills in terms of theory before we go and apply this in things like statistics. So statistics is all about collecting and analysing data. We'll use that data and its analysis to make predictions about future events, test other people's claims. Whether you see something in the news that seems utterly ridiculous, that's the kind of thing that we will learn how to test and show that it's unfeasible or show that it's an unreasonable claim in statistics A-level. And so obviously this develops a huge understanding of probability and things like risk and what things actually mean. And this is really important in things like insurance, medicine, and obviously engineering and the sciences. So mechanics is all about modeling and analysing the physical world around us, the forces on things, the way things move. And for those of you who might know, maths is the language of physics. So this mechanics course is really the link between maths and the real world. And obviously that makes it particularly useful for those who go on to study physics and engineering. So on this course you can expect there to be around about 240 students split into 12 classes, so there'll be loads and loads of people for you to talk to and get support from over your time here. Now there'll be 4 lessons a week, totaling 4 hours and 30 minutes, just like all of the other A-levels we run here, including 2 homeworks per week and assessment in class every 3 weeks. So obviously when you join with us there will be people in your class from other schools, but there will also be people in class from your school. So there'll be loads of people who you know, who you don't know, and all of you in the same boat looking to help each other out. And you'll be taught by one of us in the maths team, and this is us. So first we've got Nick, she's the subject leader, she is the friendly face of the department. On the right there we've got Peter and Mark, who are the further maths teachers. If you do further you'll be seeing a lot of them, but they'll be teaching a little bit of mainstream maths as well. And then left we've got Anissa, Azifa, Kathy and Andy. Hi, I'm Andy, and I promise that Kathy is a real human being, not a tree. It's just we don't have her picture yet. Anissa, Azifa, Kathy and Andy, we are the mainstream maths teachers who the majority of you will be having in Year 12. So the calculator that you want for A-level maths with us is this Casio ClassWiz. Now, you'll have the chance to buy one of these when you arrive. Trust me, you'll want one. You'll really need one as well. There is a huge amount of statistics and loads of solving quadratics, solving polynomials, solving inequalities that these calculators just do for you, and you'll be expected to be able to do it with a calculator in A-level maths. Now they'll no longer give you 7 marks for solving a quadratic or solving a cubic. They will expect you to just type into your calculator and only award 2 marks. So you will absolutely need one of these when you start the course. So maths is an incredibly well respected and academic A-level. Now obviously you can end up at university doing some really closely, intimately related to maths subjects like medicine or physics, but their skills are transferable, and things that we do in statistics and pure maths, the understanding that we build of geometrical reasoning, spatial reasoning, can be even used in architecture, and some of the risk management and the understanding of probability can be used in economics and accounting. And there's just a tiny taste of the possible careers that you can end up with. Obviously, this is not an exhaustive list. If you sat here and you tried to write an exhaustive list of the things that people go into with maths, you would be here forever. It really is one of those subjects. And the reason why it's so powerful is because maths is challenging. Nobody's trying to tell you that it's not a challenging A level to get into. And so when you submit a university application with a maths A level on that, regardless of what you end up applying for, or even if you're going for an apprentice, regardless of what you end up applying for, that application, the fact that maths is on it, tells that university, tells that apprenticeship that you are a committed student. You're the kind of student they want because you've gone through something really challenging and you've come out on the other side pretty happy with a good grade. And that leads us nicely to people like Mikhail. Now, Mikhail came here from Poland, didn't know anyone when he got here, and it's such a hugely diverse subject, maths. We find people from all over, every single background you can possibly imagine will end up choosing maths A-level. It is completely universal. There's no limit into the kind of culture of people who do maths. Now, obviously, maths is really ties in nicely with other subjects like physics and chemistry. However, Mikhail decided to do it with law. And he was really into the law side of things and has ended up actually going and studying it at university. Now, you'd think that maybe a law application would be most suited to, or would be best supported by an English A-level or something that involves a little bit of writing in prose. But maths was still an excellent subject for him to support his application with because it just showed the university how committed he was to what was considered a challenging subject. So Aisha came from Matthew Moss. Those of you who are at Matthew Moss right now might even know Aisha. And she came in and made what we consider a more typical choice of A-levels. Biology, chemistry and maths all go really hand in hand. And she's gone on then to study a medical-based degree at the University of Bradford. On the other side of the spectrum, though, we have a completely atypical student in Megan, who came from Alder Hill Community student and actually decided to study dance at the University of Surrey. Now, even though she was applying for dance, even though that might have been supported more appropriately by a subject called drama, mathematics never holds you back. If you choose mathematics, it is only ever a good thing for your application because it shows that not only is she an excellent dancer and she's really good at history, she's also really committed to a subject that's very different to what she does in the rest of school life. So Zeshan is one of our shining examples. I think we'd be doing ourselves a disservice if we didn't try and bring him up. Came from Alder Community and he got A stars across the board in maths, further maths, physics and his extended project. And now he's studying computing at Imperial College. We're all really excited to see where he turns up. Where he ends up because Imperial College is such an excellent institution to be studying at and computing is an incredibly lucrative career to be getting into right now. So we're really just waiting for him to graduate. I'm really excited to see where he'll end up. He'll probably end up somewhere like Google or Apple, one of the major companies, and do really well for himself. Right, so chances are that probably came off as quite formal. So obviously there are loads and loads of reasons why you'd want to choose maths, but the main one, hopefully, is because you love it. Now, all of us in the department, we absolutely adore maths, and we can't wait for you guys to join us. And we're really excited to get the chance to learn basically all of maths again with you guys. So I'm looking forward to seeing you, hoping I'll meet you at the start of the year in September. Virus permitting.